The following is rated F for fairness. Viewers' discretion is advised.
Welcome to the audio show.
All right, friends. Huge topic. The topic of step parents. The topic of having to either father or mother a child. Huge topic. Let's jump into it. Let's go.
Is that I don't mind you, you know what I'm saying, being on top of Lil D and you know, making sure that he is on his P's and Q's.
Yeah.
My issue is when in your mind you believe it's okay to get physical with him. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, you know, respectfully, you are his father. He has a mother, he has a father. Those are the two people in this world that are going to put hands on him for anything, and we barely do that.
All right. So Rafi says, you know, he don't mind him trying to get him in line, but you know, not get physical. Well, what does physical mean? I guess you have to firstly define what does that mean. Are you talking about abuse? If you're talking about abuse, then he's right. Sure, no one wants to abuse anyone at all, right? If that's what you're saying. However, if you're talking to the line of, you know, the child needs to be restrained, then what? Is it that you're saying that he can't restrain him? So those are going to be the things that are going to come up. Now, I don't just believe, you know, you're just running and, you know, I mean, get a couple hits in on any kid. I don't believe that. But you just have a little bit of protocols where you never know when exactly you will need to, as a parent, step right in or, you know, present that parenting role. But nonetheless, proceed.
So I respect the approach versus what I heard from the other day. So I don't think that's a good look for you, for me, for little D to see, or anybody, especially for how we've been working and operating lately. But I mean, I stand 10 toes down on the fact that this is my household, and he disrespected his mom several times. He disrespected me, and I gave him a lot of grace. And at the end of the day, he lives under my household.
Yeah,
Right?
no, I
All right, hold up before you respond. You have to listen to that. You have to listen to that, right? In other words, so in other words, his mom tried to correct him. It never worked, right? And he was in the moment. His mom tried to correct him. It never worked. And so the young man tried to correct him as well. It never worked either. In fact, the young man basically tried to step in and him disrespecting the young man. Now, again, I'm not saying anything with abuse, but I'm just trying to show you why this gets so complicated each and every solitary time. Then what? So let me guess. I must pick up the phone at any given time. What if the parent is in a whole different state? Are you going to fly to that state every single day to come to decide they're going to discipline the kid? This is why this is tricky. This is why this whole heap of thing is very, very tricky. Because I've been looking at a lot of the comments on this particular skit, and there's no one size fits all. And let me just come in and say, number one, O'Neal has been a step parent. Number two, O'Neal has witnessed other people being a step parent to his kid. And number three, O'Neal has been in the position of the child that has step parents. So I've been in all of the different positions of all of this. What I do know is that kids can be very, very testy, and they will try to see exactly if they can test you because they feel like you're not their parents. I've done the same thing, so I know it can happen. And I've seen my kid try the same thing as well too. And I've seen other kids try the same thing as well. So I know this can work this way. So again, listen to it some more.
get that, and that's cool. I 100% understand that. But I don't care where he is on this earth. Your household, the neighbor's household, it don't matter. What I'm telling you is, don't put your hands on him. If he's being disrespectful and your words aren't strong enough, call me.
So let me call you. How's that work? Last time you just came to drop by.
I was here, right?
You came to drop by. Is that consistent?
Was I here?
That's not consistent.
I'm telling you, this doesn't, remember, I'm here on a certain type of time.
Yeah. But I hear the time that you're on, but you're also not understanding the space that you're in. So this is where I think you're seeing the red flag, because right here is where I would actually leave Rafi's child and the mom alone, because at the end of the day, right now, what Rafi is doing now is putting you in a position where the child will decide in mind that him can basically do anything at all he wants to do with you. Because that's what's going to happen. That's exactly what's going to happen. The moment the child realizes or senses that this particular step parent has lost any amount of power and them can't talk to them, they are going to exploit that. I've seen my kid do it. I know it can happen. I've done it myself because of whatever it is, and I also know with seeing other people's kids do it. So Rafi is a little bit off on this. It is ticklish and it is troubling, but he's off on this. I'm telling you right now. But again, tomato, tomato, potato, potato. Are we saying then that the axiom that says there's no value in being a step parent correct? Is that what we're saying? Is there value in being a step parent? Because basically at this point in time, this man will have to protect this kid. If something happens and something is going on at the house, he's going to have to step in and put himself in front of the fire, because that's really what you are as a step parent. But then the kid is supposed to be able to disrespect him while living on them roof. And he need to call Rafi. So if Rafi busy, I don't know, maybe somewhere, I don't know, maybe getting him free con somewhere, not really respond, right? And can't respond. Or Rafi's phone is turned off. Then what I must do? Sit down and wait and allow the kid to just act out and break everything. That's why it don't work. That's why it doesn't work.
And I'm just making it really clear. Nothing else matters. I'm telling you, as a man, if there's an issue that feels like it's gonna get that far, if his mom can't handle it, call me, and I guarantee you I will be here.
I 1000% will call you when there's an issue, and also talk to his mom. But where does it end? If you aren't here, I mean, we just got here to where we can see you more consistently. And again, that's not consistent. So my goal is to also teach discipline for little D. That's important. Wouldn't you agree?
Teach discipline through your words.
And I do.
That's the only way I'm taking it.
Yeah, so in other words, is it that no, so when him teach discipline trim words, is it that, so let's just say little D gets up into him face. Let's say little D basically does the unthinkable and smacks him. Then what, Rafi? Is he not supposed to restrain him? Is he supposed to just, take whatever else it is? Look, I have a kid, and God forbid I would be here and my child smack, my wife. Then what? She has all wherewithal to restrain her and maybe smack her back and put her in her place. Listen to me, I'm going to be as fair as can possibly be. Because kids are kids and parents are parents. This is why this is so tricky. It's one of the trickiest possible things you can think of any at all. No, knock on wood, I've not had the experience of having to deal with any kids at all that are, too crazy. Not with nothing too crazy. But it does happen. Then what?
I do teach discipline through my words.
But you understand what I'm telling you, right?
Did little D tell you everything that occurred?
It doesn't.
Did you ask the questions to little D on what occurred?
Here's what I'm telling you. And I don't think it needs to go any further. Talk to him. If you feel like your word's not working, you call me. And everything will be perfectly fine.
Cool. All right. I appreciate that. Yeah.
So this relationship is like Rafi is treating the stepfather, right, as a bigger brother to little D. In other words, Rafi is saying, I am the father of both of y'all, because that's what happens when you have these things happening. I'm the father of both of y'all. So in other words, I'm the one that makes the final say. Again, friends, look here. I'm not going to say that, you must abuse any child at all. I'm not saying that. Notice what I'm trying to get at, and I keep reiterating over and over again because I know how the internet works and how people work, because people mind get weird. But nonetheless, let me just state it again as what I'm saying. Point of the matter is, right? If you disempower a step parent, it's a recipe for disaster. Right now, based on Rafi's approach and based on what Rafi's saying and how Rafi's going about it, you've disempowered the stepfather. Now, I understand if you're talking in the line of abuse and whatever else it is, but there are times when little D is going to come again and he's going to try to test this man. I'm not asking, I'm telling you. Because especially if he realizes if he realizes that there are no consequences to any of his actions, because if he's starting to disrespect his mother, then that's basically, you can see where he's already going. But nonetheless, I'm just trying to kind of give the topic. I mean, I know it's a little more intricate, a little more deeper than that, but I wanted to give this topic some airtime because I felt like this was one of the biggest topics around there ever. Is there value to being a step parent? That's the question. Because that's what it look like right now. Is there any value at all? Anyways, give me a take, like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm going to talk to y'all soon.